the year. So, anime of the year, boys. Let's just get right on into it.
I guess to precursor this, I just want to say, for anyone that's not familiar, Crunchyroll does a award show, basically the anime awards every year on their own website, and they do a lot of basically what we're going over, and we can come back later on after we get the official list from
Yeah.
them and maybe do a follow-up show with like more accurate choices of like what's the top qualifications or whatever for each topic. But for now, we came up with some like basic topics that we know will be on that award show and kind of things we thought would be interesting to talk about. So we're gonna do kind of like our own precursor to the awards of what we thought.
I think they come out every February, so that's
Yeah.
maybe we'll come back in a month and talk about this.
Yeah. So anime of the year. You want to talk about it right off the bat?
I have mine.
I have mine as well.
Casey, go ahead.
I have no other choice but to say Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't think any show has caught my attention like this in a long time. Like, I didn't, especially with like no precursor to the show. Not a lot of people were like staring at it. No one was really like, this is going to be the next big thing. It was Shonen Jump's first kick of saying like a new generation of shows, and they just knocked it out of the park. I enjoy the characters so much. Every character has a good backstory. Every character has actual emotions, and like you kind of care about the character really a lot. Gojo Satoru is beautiful.
He's that guy.
He is beautiful and
definitely one of the best supporting like shonen characters I've seen in a while. Like Kakashi level.
Yeah,
that good.
I hope the show gets the kind of credit it's going to deserve. I feel like the only problem is that like, you know, Naruto is such an easy name to remember. A lot of people are going to be like, Jujutsu Kaisen, what, like how are they going to remember it? They're going to remember Jujutsu because they watched Naruto, right? But I don't know if they remember the whole name. But aside from that,
call it Juju like I did for like a
Juju.
month.
Yeah, and I think it's just been consistently good for too long not to give it anime of the year. And also, I'll say this because Haiku kind of let me down. A small amount.
That's interesting.
A small amount. Haiku kind of let me down. Tunes?
All right, yeah, my anime of the year is also Jujutsu Kaisen. I feel like it really pushes the boundaries of what a shonen anime is supposed to be. You know, we kind of, in the first 12 episodes, we see consequences. We see deaths of major characters, I would say. We see a lot of character progression. Most importantly, they gave this anime to Mappa Studios, which is, you know, one of the biggest, one of the best anime studios out there. So, you know, the animation quality has been top tier even during COVID, which gets me even more excited for the future, because if they're doing this now, just imagine what they're going to do in the future when they really get to the peak points of the show, you know? Another major point is they're really sticking to the source material. I think they're doing like 2 chapters an episode, so they're really taking their time. They're not rushing it like they did with God of High School or with other shows, you know? So for those reasons alone, Jujutsu Kaisen is my best show of the year.
Yeah, I think it's been a very much like improved / superior shonen compared to a lot. It's so much, it feels deeper. Like I feel like Naruto at points hit like that super deepness, but there's so many like base episodes and like filler and weird like episodes that didn't get as deep as Juju, and like Jujutsu is like getting deeper right away because it doesn't have really filler at all. But I think it definitely did shonen right.
Yeah, I agree.
If this is what shonen transforms into, I might go back to saying shonen is like my favorite. Like
I don't know if shonen will ever transform into something like this, because this is clearly aimed at like teenagers, young adults. You know, while typical shonen shows, they're aimed at little 11-year-olds, 12-year-olds. You know, they have that relatively young audience where episodes are going to be kind of childish, kind of chilled, relaxed. It's not really going to get into too much action or too many consequences. You know.
Don't you feel? Sorry to interrupt, but don't you feel though that like current anime is getting better at every episode means something? Like no filler episodes. I feel like there's a lot fewer shows that do it.
I wanted to touch on that a little bit because, in my opinion, I feel like that's only changed because of the shift from, you know, traditional animes where it's like an episode a week for the entire year, regardless of if it's following the source material or not, right? Like it'll have source material, it'll have filler, right?
Mhm.
But Jujutsu Kaisen, you know, it's gonna go on for what, 2 seasons, 24 episodes, and they're just gonna stop. There's not gonna be any filler. There's not gonna be any of those like super chill, relaxed, slice of life type episodes.
Mhm.
And I think that's the main difference. You know, you look at Naruto, you look at Black Clover, where it's like those filler episodes, yeah, they're really childish. You know,
Mhm.
and that's what kind of like turns a lot of people off. But I don't think Jujutsu Kaisen is doing that. And I think their method of really pushing the anime is it's like that's what's gonna make it successful.
I'm a fan. I'm a big fan of that method compared to Naruto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, I feel like definitely it's gonna have a lot more eyes on it because it's not this big grotesque amount of episodes to watch. It's just this is the show. Every episode has meaning behind it, and like it all leads to something at the end, right? So you don't have to worry about big periods of waiting or like having to go online and finding filler list episodes that you don't have to watch. It's it's definitely a shift in the industry, and so far it's paying off really well.
Yeah.
Wes, my dude.
Okay, so to diversify and really show like the effect that romance and slice of life had effect on me this year, my anime of the year goes to Snafu season 3.
Yeah.
Because for those of you who don't know Snafu, it is a straight up rom-com. The third season gets very deep and emotional. I haven't had a show fuck me up emotionally like that ever. I was like legit in my feels depressed after watching season 3 because there's a very important scene where someone's heart just gets crushed. And it crushed my heart too.
I'm not gonna lie, Wes. I don't watch a lot of anime throughout the years. Like I watch all the main things I can because there's no way you can watch every anime possible. But my teen romantic comedy Snafu, like, it felt so real. Like this show has never like pushed past like it felt like I don't know how they're able to find like the fine balance of having a high level of entertainment, but also keeping very real to what like a lot of high school students go through, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that breakup was so real, like, or that like confession,
the heartbreak,
the confession to moment where it happened was
because
so
the show really
real.
starts out like in the first season, it's like very like just more comedy, like very chill. But then like the deeper it gets in the seasons, like the emotions and the relationships like deepen, and it just builds and
Dude,
it builds.
I genuinely cried. Like I was going through it when that.
It was. Like I said, I haven't felt that way about any show in any genre in a long. Like nothing has fucked me up like that has. I sat here just like not even like I'm not really the type that's gonna like tears are gonna absolutely just start coming down my cheeks, but like my eyes are gonna get watery, and I'm gonna start thinking about like, why am I single?
Oh no!
I need a girl right now. You know that stuff.
Dude.
Like it was so good, dude.
That show was. I can't. I don't know if I have like any gripes against saying that's not anime of the year.
But yes, best show was Jujutsu Kaisen. I'll agree with you guys there.
Would you say it's your best romance anime of all time?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Tsukikikiri?
Tsukikikiri is pretty good, but it's only 12 episodes.
That's right.
This was 3 seasons.
It was pretty quick.
This is 3 seasons
built,
and
it still didn't have like the same heart crushing moment that Snafu did.
You know what was good too? Sakura Pet no Kaijo.
Oh, Sakura no Pet Kanojo.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that as well. That was another, but that wasn't this year, so I'm gonna do my best to refrain. But also, what was another big one that like really messed me up? I feel like quintessential quintuplets can get there if they do.
I never felt that deep about this show. I mean, it's good. Like, don't get me wrong.
It's a good show. Yeah,
it's more lighthearted than anything. It didn't really have that too big of an emotional moment.
What else had like a huge heartbreak? I can't remember.
I mean, Tsukikikiri ending was pretty crazy.
Yeah,
but...
nothing that came to a point that like made me that messed up. Real Life was pretty good. I can't think. And Tonikawa was.
Tonikawa is it's not deep.
It's not deep though. It's just lighthearted.
It's just kawaii.
It's
Very
just
much.
Kawhi.
I like
Ko-
that.
Kawhi means cute for anyone that's not aware.
Oh,
it's my
wow,
favorite
Wes.
description and word to use.
Wow, Wes, you're so
Kawhi.
smart. Wait, Wes, what are fruit baskets?
Oh, we get to that.
Yeah, but that's pretty much our anime. I think that's pretty much covers animes of the year for us because they're Juju was really strong and the ending for.
As far as like other ones go, I think God of High School had moments that were very strong for shonen, but like obviously we talked in the past about some of the episodes just kind of ruined it and it was a little off. And Tower of God was like had some pretty good moments.
Whoa. I'm gonna talk about Tower of God later, bro.
All right,
I don't want to hear your comments now, bro.
Haiku. Some of the haiku episodes were like classic haiku, like some of the best.
That's
anime,
what I'm saying, right? Like,
but like all together, those were the kind of the reasons why we gave our choices.
Consistency for me at the end, it came to consistency. Haiku
and realistically, Snafu will not even be in the category for anime of the year. We know Jujutsu Kaisen will probably win it if it is counted for the half.
Yeah, I assume I assume it ends by February, right?
Now we probably still don't. We still have another like 12 episodes, like a second half.
That's we have a whole second half.
Yeah, so who knows? I mean, it'll probably still. I don't know. Anyways,